Position 1. So I'm here, I set my grips, and let's say for whatever particular reason, Gavin doesn't suck at jiu-jitsu, so I just am not confident in my ability to scissor sweep. I'm not really feeling that butterfly sweep option, because I know that one's a little bit awkward to get your hands around until you get used to it. So let's say we're going for this, and I'm not feeling it. All we're gonna do, I'm gonna kick this foot forward and sit myself up. With this grip, I'm gonna pull with my thumb up, down, and around. As I'm doing this, I'm going to pull in, sneaking my hand behind my elbow. Hitting that loop choke. Because Gavin loves my loop chokes. So we're here. I'm pulling, I'm trying to sweep, it's not working. Sit myself up, down, and around. Here. Hold and choke. And when you're doing it right, you get a good smoker cough out of you. The big details on this, guys. When I'm grabbing your collar, too many of you are going to just try to roll your wrist around their throat, and that's going to put pressure on your wrist. It's not, and you're not going to be able to hold that choke. So when I'm here, I'm setting this collar grip just a little bit on his collarbone. So like my actual knuckles are on his collar. I'm pulling that collar down first. Two things this does. One, relieves the pressure off my wrist when I'm hitting this choke. Two, tightens the back of his collar up. That makes all this right here tight. That way when I come around, makes it a lot easier on both my wrists and makes that choke tighter. So make sure you're snapping that collar down, then around. Questions on that white belt? Uncivilized folk, similar things are going to happen. You're here, I'm trying to pull. All you're going to do is sit yourself up. I'm going to cup his chin, scoop his head like a football, fall back and hit guillotine. Cup the chin, tuck their head in like a football, scoop. Very basic chokes, very effective though. Questions on that? Alright, so now I'm here. Blue belts it up. I'm here, I'm trying for the choke, but I'm also going to kind of cross face here. Gavin naturally wants to roll his chin under. We're going to set that collar grip here, right on the back t-shirt tag area. Now here, I'm going to throw my knee through, because naturally Gavin's going to try to walk past my legs here. And Gavin loves this choke. Realize, just like in many things I do, it's a trap. All I'm going to do at that point, here, I'm going to stick my thumb into the back of his collar, putting my hands together like I'm grabbing a baseball bat. Hence where the name of this choke comes from, baseball bat choke. He's going to start walking past, I'm going to start walking around. I'm going to pinch my elbows, go. The basics of this choke is you're here, you turn, and it's almost like, I put a guy out doing this once. It's like you're throwing a sack of potatoes over your shoulder type of feel. That's where you're going with that. So I'm here, trying for this choke, but he rolls his head up because he doesn't like that grip. I actually don't mind this grip. I can still scissor sweep. But it also allows me to set this choke up. Let him start to walk past. Set your grips. Elbows in, pinch and roll. One of my favorite all-time chokes, probably because I put a dude out in blue belt with it. Like out, like picked him up and stood up with him out. It was awesome, but still one of my favorite chokes. Questions on this one, blue belts and up? Danielson, come here so I can choke you so the Gavin can see it. Boom. For here, boom, I'm grabbing. He rolls that head under. He starts to walk past, which I don't mind. Connect your hands. Cut your elbows. As he starts to walk past, roll belly down. In an ideal world, you finish this belly down with a solid grip, like this. Time. So I'm here. I set my grip. I go here, and he rolls his head under. Solid grip. He starts to walk past. I connect my hands. roll through. I'm trying to get to here to finish. I loosened up so that Daniel can. Questions, comments, or concerns? Blue belts and up on that. At least 10 more times, really tight with the details, all right?
I actually do have a real question. The second hand, you can let him pass before you get the second step in there?
I'm trying to, so, you know, if I'm here 12 noon, I'm trying to hit here. I'm trying to get my second hand in by the time he hits about 3, maybe 4 o'clock. Don't let him get to like 6 o'clock and then you be like, oh, I'm going to connect my hand. Like 2, 3 o'clock, get your fucking hand in there and start to turn. But yeah, I'm not afraid of him getting past my legs. Worst case scenario, guys, I'm here with Daniel. Let's say things go poorly. I have this grip, I go to connect here, and it doesn't work out. Guess what? You just gave up side control. Tournament jiu-jitsu, it's 2 points, boys. Sometimes you're going to have to swing and go for something like that. If it's early in the match, you gave up 2, you can get those back pretty quick. Sub only, screw it. Let him pass. Swing for it. So, yes, there is some risk if you miss this of them getting pass points. But if you realize the choke's not there, you may be able to shrimp your hips back in, get a knee in, get some shin shield going, get something back so that they're not just passing. Any other questions on that? Anyone want to see it one more time, really, really tight? Good, come here, buddy. It's a fucking trap question every time. So I get here, I go here, he rolls his head under. As I'm here, I set that good grip and start to let him pass. He walks through, I solid grip, pinch my elbows and turn. Yeah, guys, this is one that you'll realize, if your hands are set properly, this shouldn't be one of those long, elongated grip chokes. This should be, if you spin and hit your stomach and they're not, you don't feel that pain. How many of you have ever put a choke in and felt panic set in, right? Like those of you who have been doing jiu-jitsu a while, you'll realize what a choke is in because you'll feel that panic kind of struggle moment where they're like, oh, that's in. If you get belly down with this and you don't feel that, you don't start to feel them locking out, like trying to get away from you in an aggressive manner, something's gone wrong, bail and get to your stomach and start to re-guard. This isn't one of those chokes that should take forever and a half because you have both blood, and if you turn properly, you should get air. So you should be, we've talked about anatomy of a choke, blood, blood, air. 2 of 3 is a good choke, 3 of 3 is aggressively good. This one should have 3 of 3. Questions on that? You're all right, boys and girls.